when I hurt my elbow, I come off the field and I tell our trainer, Bill Bueller, I said, Billy, get Dr. Jobe. He said, I've signaled him. He's on his way down. So we go in and Jobe is there, the press is there, everybody's mingling around. And Jobe said, look, come out to my office tomorrow at 2 o'clock and let's talk about this. Okay. And I knew why he did it, because he didn't want to say anything with all these people around and they may run with it, you know. Now, there were no MRIs back in 1974. They held my arm up like this and pulled it open. Oh, God, did that hurt. So Stark goes, boy, you sure done it. Yep, you done it. He said, if we can operate on this and you come back and you can throw the ball within 2 to 3 years from the mound to home plate and get it that far, it'll be a success. So Jobe has not said anything yet about doing any kind of surgery. And he said, well, let's just let it rest, let it heal and see what happens. Okay. So I let it rest for about 3 weeks and then I start throwing. And it feels okay until I get on a mound with the pitched dirt, you know, and then it started to hurt again. Now I went through July, August, and now we're coming up on September. And I start looking at it like this, saying, hey, the longer we wait in September, the longer it's going to be the next year. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I thought 6, 8 weeks, and I'm back pitching again. Well, Dr. Jobe and I were talking, and I said, what can you do to fix this? And he said, well, I've done some tendon transplants on polio patients that he said I would do on you. But he said, I'll tell you this, it's never been done before. I said, I want to pitch. And the only way I'm going to pitch is to have this surgery. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Well, if you go to the 1976 season, you will see that it starts with the owners locking us out of spring training. Right. So I get 3 starts, 3. My first start, I went 3 innings. The second start, I went 5 innings. The third start, I went 7 innings. And I pitched pretty daggone good, I thought. Well, after my second start, I pitched 5 innings against Houston in Vero Beach, and I'm walking to the clubhouse. Dixie Walker bounces out of the stands and he said, buddy, you better get that fastball up there a little faster. I said, what? You better get that fastball up there a little faster. A little faster than what? Well, you only be throwing it about 87, 88 mile an hour. I said, and what? Well, Campanis wants you in the mid 90s. And I said, you go tell that Italian SOB, if he can tell me what I threw before I hurt my elbow, I'll throw it my next start. And Dixie goes, damned if we know. And I said, you're absolutely right. You don't know how hard I threw. All you guys went on back then was, did you get batters out? Yeah, I got batters out.